Hey guys, welcome back to Otra Noche in Miami, a South Florida sports talk show. I'm your host Kenny, joined alongside my co-host, like always, Alonzo.
Yo.
All right, guys, let's get straight into this episode today. Today, thank you for the
Yep.
continued support. You guys are doing amazing. We're having
Fun.
so much fun making this, and we're gonna keep on doing it. Today was a pretty good game. We got business handled against the Wizards. We moved to 11-5, and we share the best record in the East alongside the Nets. But we do have the tiebreaker.
So we're in first, baby.
Yes, sir. First place Heat, baby. A good game overall. I think started off a little slow offensively in the first quarter, but then we picked it up.
Yeah.
Defense wise, I think we put on a clinic against them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll get. Yeah. I'll mention that later.
Final score was 112-97. They did have 97 points, but we kept them under 100. And I don't really think their amount of points really shows how good we were on defense. I feel like we had so many good defensive possessions. I think we're gonna go straight. This is gonna be a mainly positive episode, guys, because there's not really much to complain about. Everybody was firing on all cylinders for the most part. Alonzo, do you want to go ahead and start with the first point? I know you've got some talking points lined up.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the negative part out the way.
Okay, go ahead.
After that, we can get into the positives for the rest of the video. This player, he's been a hot topic lately in these past 6-7 games. You probably already know who it is. It's Duncan Robinson.
Yeah.
The last couple games he's played really well, so very solid. Definitely his best 2-3 games of the season so far. Right. Today though, slow start, slow finish at that too.
Slow game.
Yeah, slow game in general.
No, but I mean, go ahead.
No. I'm talking specifically offense.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna get into the positive side after. He did extend his streak for at least one 3-pointer for the Heat, so we like that. But other than that, he only made 2 today. He had 6 points. I don't think today was really his fault. I just think he wasn't really getting the best looks. They were playing very well on him.
Yeah,
they kept their hands up. They didn't let him out of his sight. It was very hard for him to get any like cleaner looks than we usually see him get. But like other than that, it's I would just like to see him, like, even if they're not the cleanest looks, like just put him up. Like he only attempted 7.
7 threes.
We want yes, I think 7-3 was his thing today. Yeah. But we want to, like, we as like the fans, we know what he can do, what he's capable of. I'm speaking as like for me and you right now. I think we would love to see him like continue to put up 10, 11, 12 threes, even if he only makes 2 or 3. I'd much rather, like I've said this before, I'd much rather him go 2 or 3 for 12 and 13 than 1 for 7 or 1 for 8. Like, I like this man. Like I like it. Every time he puts up a shot, I think it has a chance of going in. So that's the only negative for today. He didn't get the best looks, but he'll be fine. He'll bounce back. We saw how he bounces back.
Yeah. No, I definitely offensively he was really slow. Only the 6 points, like you said. He did continue to streak, which is nice. But overall, I wouldn't give him a bad game. I would say it was an okay game.
He just struggled from the offensive side today.
Yeah. Defensively, he was a menace out there, man. He's defense this year has taken a turn, and so that's good to see. Even as he continues his shooting roles throughout the season, he had those quick 2 steals to begin the first quarter, and then he could have had a third one if the refs didn't call that.
Honestly, I think that was clean.
Yeah,
we might just be biased.
He had those 2 steals. He was locking them down. He wasn't looking like a liability on defense.
Yeah.
Still to the point where I don't want him in the fourth quarter, of course. Like those close down moments like that where you need defense.
Yeah, because if we play a guy like LeBron or who else, like a Giannis or like one of those bigger like athletic guys that are notoriously like amazing in the fourth quarter, and like they're obviously they're superstars of the league. They're gonna notice that, and they're always gonna try and pick on him. Like they're gonna switch off.
They're gonna ask for the switch. Yeah,
exactly. So it's not to the point where I'm like, oh God, no, like this is a for sure bucket guaranteed. But it's still like I see what you mean. It's still like I'd still rather have like Jimmy or PJ out there, Bam, Lowry. So. But it's not as bad as the finals run where LeBron just switched off and it was every single play, and it was just a guaranteed bucket. But I definitely get what you mean.
Yeah. So besides that was probably like the only bleak spot on the game. Besides, also Tyler Hero not playing. We saw the injury that he had on the forearm, so hopefully he's speedy recovery. He's a big part of the game. His fit was just drippy, man. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
I know some NBA players get flagged for what they wear, but damn, I would like that coat that he was wearing. Anyways, we don't talk about fitness or fashion here. We talk about basketball here.
Yeah.
Let's go into the positives. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had 4 players go double digits. We had Butler leading the team with 32 points. Then we had Bam scoring. Huh?
Told you.
Yeah, you did call that. We had Bam dropping 20, which is good for Bam.
A sneaky 22. I feel like it wasn't like as a flashy 20 as we usually get from Bam, but he picked his spots. Like he picked his spots. He was able to get to the glass and to the boards. I'm always like a big like superstitious guy. Like, oh, I wanted to get him the double like just for the stat sheet. But that's not a problem. He played very solid.
Speaking of him getting his 10th rebound, he also led the team with the most rebounds with 9. Like you said, one more he would have gotten the double, which would have been nice. Surprisingly, our third highest scorer was Gabe Vincent with 18, and I know you want to talk about him later, so I'm not gonna delve into his performance too much. I'll let you, unless you want to talk about it now.
I mean, we might as well do it. We just mentioned him, right?
Go ahead.
No, but like I told you before we started recording, I have a nice little segue. He heard the rumors about John Wall. He decided not today. He said, "Nah, this is my spot. I'm the backup PG," and he showed that today. I was really like I was one of the guys. Like I don't know if you knew this, but I really don't mind Gabe Vincent at all. I think I'd much rather have him over KZ. Right?
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Yeah.
There's like a tier of players, KZ and who else? I feel like there's one more player.
Vincent.
No, there's like one more player like that we'd be okay with getting rid of. Like you know how it's like Bam, Butler, Lowry, and Tyler Hero, like that's top tier. Then you've got the Duncans, the Morris, the PJ Tuckers, and then you've got that third tier. Like I feel like there's a fourth tier, and like
it was Gabe Vincent, but then he showed up. Yeah. It was Gabe Vincent. He just proves it. I just like the way like he plays, because like I said, well not like I said, but for anyone who knows me, like I'm a smaller guy. I'm not 6'3", 6'4", so I'm a big for like those underdog type players, like those smaller guys on the court that
scrappy players.
Those scrappy guys.
Yeah.
They draw me in. Like it's like I love.
You can relate to them, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he just like he played with extreme confidence today. He saw the first 2 or 3 go in. I like the way we Spo kept them in the fourth quarter. At least for the most part. I know he was off for like 3-4 minutes, but then he got back in. But I like the way that Spo kept him on the floor when he was hot. I like the fact that Kyle Lowry was able to give him the ball and let him do his thing. He just played well. Like you said last episode, we're deep. We're really deep, and that just showed us today with a guy like Tyler Hero out. That's usually our spark plug 6 man of the year off the bench. It was very huge for Vincent to go off today like that.
Does that mean it's hashtag Vincent 6 man of the year? Okay, I guess you didn't appreciate that joke. Okay, no comment. Anyways, moving on. I thought it was kind of funny, man. My bad. Can you hear me? Okay, I don't know what's going on. We're going to move on to PJ Tucker, who had 15 points. Solid performance overall by PJ Tucker. Oh, okay, we're getting some technical difficulties, guys. My bad. His internet's lagging. Damn. All right, guys, I'm so sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties. Lonzo's internet was going out. We're not gonna hold it against him though. All right, it's not his fault. In the downtime, I found a third guest of the show. Brewers pitcher Carlos Rodriguez. He's in the minor leagues. Hopefully in a couple years we'll be able to interview him on his MLB debut. That's the plan. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump back into the discussion we were having. Lonzo, I think you were the last one talking. No, we were talking about PJ Tucker. We were talking about PJ Tucker's. What was it? 15 points that he had tonight.
Yeah, he had 15. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't hear what you were talking for like the last 2 minutes before we got cut off. So that's all you.
Okay, got you. So no, I was just bringing up the fact that Dave Vincent had a good game, and then we also had PJ Tucker surprisingly dropping 15 points and going out there and doing exactly what we said that if he does, we're gonna be a solid team. If he find those corner threes, puts up that because his floater's deadly, bro. Yeah, that floater of his. So what was it? 3 threes in the quarter that he hit in the third quarter in the corner.
3 threes in the third.
Yeah, so that was really solid by him. And then he was the last guy who scored over 10. Caleb Martin, is it Caleb Martin, right? Not Cody Martin. Caleb Martin has solid game, 7 points. He was just running, playing some good D and picking up the pace when we were running down the court. Can't say anything more solid about him. Overall, we had a good scoring game, like we've said. I feel like I'm missing a player.
Kyle Lowry.
Oh my God, that's right. Kyle Lowry, 2 points away from a double-double. Would have been a great double-double to have. Would have been awesome if Bam and Kyle Lowry would have had a double-double. Do you want to talk about Kyle Lowry's performance? 12 assists, man.
Yeah. Like we've said before, like the Heat have established that he's not here just like to score. He's not here because we need him to score. The fact that we keep winning games and this man is like, I don't want to say consistently, but he hasn't been like his prime self, like averaging 23, 24.
Yeah.
The fact that we're winning games by double digits against like teams like the Wizards that are, surprisingly good this year. Like unless you're a Wizards fan.
I don't think Wizards fans expected to be this good either.
Yeah. Like the fact that we're winning games like this and with him not even like putting up like in today's game, not even putting up 10 points. That's just to show, like that just goes to show the impact and on winning that this man has, like regardless of the scoring output he puts up. So
yeah, it's scary to think, man. If he picks up his scoring and he drops 15 points every night, because averages 15 points, we're gonna be so scary. It's one of those things that like we're playing so good, and I still don't think we're at our max potential that we could be. We're not even close to it. We've got Lowry, who could be another 15 points per game player. Duncan Robinson, who's been on and off, right? And then on top of that, tonight we didn't have Tyler Hero.
Exactly.
And then I'll add on to that, we still have Victor Oladipo waiting in the wings.
Oh yeah.
So it's crazy to think what this team is capable of, man. It's
and
not.
Markieff hasn't even played these past couple
Markieff as well, yeah. It's not ambitious to say that, we're real title contenders here.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think from the first game we've established that. So,
but I'm saying like we're what now? 15 games into the season, we've seen
16, 11-5.
Yeah, 11-5, 16. So we've seen our team play almost at full capacity with some players down, and we're still like a good team. You know what I'm saying? So if we're able to play at our full potential with no players injured, which is again not 100%
it's easier
possible,
said than done.
But if we have a semi-strong, not even semi-strong, like a strong, healthy team to go into the playoffs, dude, watch out, man, because I don't know what team in the NBA can beat us.
Don't forget, like this team has been notorious for like built for the playoffs. That bubble year, no one was expecting us to go on that finals. You can say whatever you want to say
about the bubble.
Yeah, Pacers weren't all that good. Giannis was injured. Yeah, but Giannis played the first 4 games. Like what happened there?
Yeah.
Then we beat the Celtics at full potential, and they weren't an easy team either.
Yeah, we beat them in 6.
And we took the Lakers to 6, and that was with Bam and Dragic, 2 like important key players.
That team, yeah.
So
man, I've always been saying it, man. If we had Bam and Dragic in that 2020 finals,
it would have gone at least 7.
At least 7, and then in a game 7, you have no idea
you have no idea what to expect.
So we could have definitely won that year, but we had, like you've said, a way better year than anybody expected, and I think we're gonna have an even way better year than anybody can expect this year.
Maybe not that everybody expects, because I think people are now, like, as far as like the critics and the analysts and all that, giving us our respect, but I still don't think people are on the train. Besides Kendrick Perkins, I think he likes us a lot, which is nice to hear. But it's nice to see that we're gaining the respect. But like I said, I still think we could definitely shock some people and shock some teams, either like out west in the finals, when we get there, because we're gonna get there, and the top 2-3 teams in the East, if we're not the top team, which I think we have a shot at.
For sure, we're definitely have a shot at being a top team in the East and in the NBA. Going back to like the way media looks at us, the national media I still don't think gives the Heat enough respect.
No.
Me and my boss talk about this all the time. That even after games that we win, the national media will decide to talk about the other team and how they failed instead of how the Heat succeeded. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. They try to like
Downplay every time.
Downplay and undermine us.
Yeah.
Like
and then whenever the Heat lose, they're like, oh, this is what we expect. Like, oh, of course they're gonna lose this game. Like, it's just one of those things that it's like, come on, bro. You don't talk about Heat when they win, but then you talk about them when they lose. So I don't know. In the national media, I feel like it might be a little bit that we're Heat biased, but I don't feel like we get talked about enough, which is fine, I guess.
That's fine. That's fine. That's completely fine.
So again, solid game, man. Solid game against a good team. What's our next game now?
Wizards.
Again at Washington.
At Washington. Saturday.
Hopefully we can hand them another L, make them 10-6, and we go 11-6. Or 12-5.
12-5. Hard boy.
My bad. And hopefully the Nets lose, man, so we can take sole position of the first seed.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, this is probably gonna bite me in the butt, like for saying this. I like our matchup against the Nets. Like,
100%. Yeah, I like our matchup with anybody, like we said.
Yeah, with anybody. You know, that's not a problem. I'm saying like because the Nets are like our consensus like top 2, top 3 team in the East, along with Milwaukee. You know, they're gonna be up there by the end of it. And who knows about Philly?
I can't wait to play Philly, man.
Oh, I can't wait. But I like our matchup with, like, I'm talking specifically about the Nets. You know, to like we know the whole thing with Kyrie still up for
we don't know if he's gonna play or not.
Yeah, but even if even if they're all on the floor, whatever, I still like our matchup. I think we match up very well, and I think we're gonna shock them like we did once already, but we're gonna definitely shock some more people along the way. So.
Yeah, I think due to the technical difficulties, I've already forgot everything we were going to talk about.
I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, there was not much more to talk about.
D Wade
back in the house, man.
Yes, sir. Nice.
That was good to see him. Hopefully he convinces Utah front office to trade Mitchell for KZ Okapala.
Yeah, seems pretty fair. Yeah.
Second round pick to sweeten the deal for them.
Yeah.
Throwing a little D1 Denman. And then, dude, did you see Spo after the game?
Yeah, I wanted to see him jump. Not gonna lie, I wanted to see him get up there.
That was hilarious. Yeah, the way he went at Wade there. That just goes to show you how good of a connection Spo has with not just Wade, but a lot of his players. You see that with Butler
in general.
Yeah, for sure. You see that. The one thing that always reminds me is in the bubble, they would always be hanging out together. It was always Spo, Butler, Dragic, like they were always hanging out together. So it's good to see a coach that has a good relationship with their players, because I feel like in the NBA, head coaches are underrated. Like,
I don't feel head coaches are underrated. I feel our head coach is underrated.
Yeah.
Like, as far as it's tough to say underrated because everyone knows, like, through basketball, like, if you know, like, how good of a coach Spo is. I just feel like he hasn't, to me, it's still shocking that this man hasn't won a coach of the year, like, considering with the Heatles and the 06 run. I don't think he was a coach of 06.
No, but Pat Riley was.
Yeah, Pat Riley was. Yeah, I caught myself there. But, like, the fact that this man has, done all this and, like, hasn't received the coach of the year, it's very shocking to me. But I definitely feel like this year is definitely, I think, as of right now, it's his to lose. But
yeah, for sure. I was literally about to say this. This has to be the year that he wins coach of the year, barring the Wizards.
Yeah,
the Wizards finishing first.
Any like
or collapse by the Heat.
Catastrophic like collapse. But
yeah,
I really doubt it. So
even if it's I swear I already know what's gonna happen. The Heat are gonna finish. Watch, the Heat are gonna finish first, and then the Wizards are gonna finish second, and they're gonna give it to the Wizards head coach. And
imagine.
It's just going to be so annoying. Just for them to get bounced out on the first. So next game against the Wizards again. I really liked how we matched up against them tonight. If we can do the same thing against them the next game, we'll be solid, man. 12-5, pretty good start.
Hopefully Tyler Hero comes back.
Hopefully Jimmy Butler keeps going, man. I want him to be an top 3 MVP candidate. Is going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We've already talked about the awards. I think Bam for Defensive Player of the Year is a real thing.
Yeah.
And then Tyler Hero for 6th man of the year. I think
It's a lock. It's a lock.
besides
It's his to lose.
Spo being coach of the year, I think that's like the most
That's
lock.
I think that's more of a
realistic.
It's more of a his.
For sure.
It's him, and then barring anything happening,
Yeah.
it's gonna be him all the way. So.
Yeah. All right, man. If you got any closing notes to talk about, you can just go ahead and say them because I'm good.
One last thing, shout out to PJ Ticker.
PJ Ticker, man,
big player tonight. But,
dude, I misspelled his name once, and you guys don't let me fucking.
No, that's gonna be the thing for now on. Though.
Oh, PJ Ticker.
Yeah, PJ Ticker. That's the thing. Inside joke, boys. Don't worry about it.
Inside joke.
Take a swatch. You know what about.
Hopefully we get him on soon, man. Yeah, hopefully we get him on soon. All right, man. If you guys are still watching, thank you for the continued support. We're gonna go ahead and end the episode here. That technical difficulty kind of threw everything out of whack.
That's my bad.
Nah, we're good. We're good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to catch in the next episode. See you guys.
See you, boys.